I'll keep an eye on you.
No time to lose.
You can't run! Well, don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun.
No escape!
Detoxifying!
Come a little closer. Don't be such a brute.
Well, neither can I.
Oh, so sorry.
This was well done! Roasted fry! Don't be a killjoy!
This doesn't look good.
You can't run! Roasted! Feel slow!
Drat!
Hey!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun. Use this first. I must collect myself. You can't run! Well, neither can I. This was well done. I miscalculated.
Come a little closer.
That seemed to work. You need to hurry up.
Come a...
Roasted fry. Use this.
Tidal wave.
Shouldn't be careless.
You're in for a little shock.
Bet you no one escapes my sights!
Have a look at this. Let's move. Have a load of this. Cook this through kids.
Bet you can't...
Use this first.
Death looms. My time to shine.
Come a little closer.
Use this first. That seemed to work. Use this first.
That's cheating!
What an idiot. Some quiet.
You're in for a little shock.
dragons. Are they getting this from Rito? So the content commission are...
Dodge this!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun.
Time to fight back, I suppose.
You can't run! Well, you're trying.
If you really know how to get me going.
This was well done. Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun.
I knew I should have stayed home.
No time to lose.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Hurry up!
Who can I find?
This was well done.
Blink!
Roast and fry.
Go, very
Hurry up!
Over here!
This was well done.
Let it rain! Ouch! Meanie!
I'm quite impressed.
Get him!
This was well done.
The suns shine no longer.
Hurry up! Fuel's clogged.
No one escapes my sight!
Have a load of this. Let's move. Have a load of this. Let's move.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
Roast.
No time to lose.
You need to hurry up. Fuel's clogged.
Yikes! It looks dangerous! We'd better watch our step or we might get hit!
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers! You'll never get out of here alive!
Go, Baron!
Come a little
I
closer.
see through you, stupid!
My.
Dodge this! Don't push your luck!
Be a killjoy! We've only just begun! You can't run! Well, try. Almost. Not breaking a sweat!
You're in for a little shock.
We've only just begun!
This doesn't look good.
Waste time!
Yeah!
You can't run! Well, let's end this quickly!
Yeah! Freeze!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! No slacking off! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun.
You, he.
Don't waste time. You can't run.
Dodge this!
I slipped up.
Cool it!
You, here. He,
Freeze!
Time for a break here. Don't be a killjoy.
come a little
We've only
closer.
just begun.
He,
That all you got? No slacking off. I see through you. Let's not waste time.
No one escapes my sight!
You can't run. Time for a break here. Let's end this quickly. That all you got? No slacking off. Not breaking a sweat. It isn't time for a break yet. I see through you.
Go, Barret Bunny!
come a little closer.
I have some for you too!
Is it over?
No frostbite! Don't push your luck!
I slipped up. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Get it together. This isn't over.
You,
Cool it!
Can't run.
No
End this
escape.
quickly.
That's cheating!
Looks like I went too far.
Yeah! Shouldn't let your guard down! Yeah! Freeze!
This is bad.
Dodge this!
Get him!
Oh, so sorry. Ha!
you're in for a little shock. He,
Now this idiot must have a death wish. Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
Let it rain!
Toxifying heat. Roast.
Gotcha!
come a little closer.
Her Majesty's
This
power
was well
flows through me!
Don't be such a brute.
You need to hurry.
Freeze! Dodge this!
Out of my sight!
Get,
You need to hurry.
Freeze!
you're, he,
Go, Barret Bunny! This is Her Majesty's gift!
This one's well done.
Yeah! Yeah!
You need to hurry up.
Yeah!
Oh no, I'm gonna ruin my gloves.
come Come a little closer. Looks like I got carried away.
What's the hurry? Don't get frostbite.
Power flows through me! No one escapes my sight! Out of my sight!
That was unexpected.
Through me! You'll pay for that! This I'll race you there! Belongs to ice.
Well done.
Yeah!
Hurry up. You shouldn't get careless. Cook this through.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world, trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's so
Hey, calm down! No!
Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Oh? You recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other shrine maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please. Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleague's behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhongli was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt Decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt Decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden...
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits. Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this. To that
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
No time to lose. Amateur mistake. How? I had only just... Yeah.
Bet you can't keep up with me! That's cheating! Not so hard! Bet you can't keep up with me! I'll race you there! Huh. Hey, there's something... raining! Now my uniform will get all wet. No escape!
What a workout! So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams.
Aw.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and in...
Aw, Miko. You sound like...
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2?
Bet you can't keep up with me! Not so hard! Hey!
What's the hurry? No time. Dodge this.
No one escapes my sights! I'll race you there! No escape! I'll race you there! Hey!
Oh, so sorry.
Come a little closer.
We're finally...
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
I don't mean to believe. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful. Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive.
All of this sudden, you're entertaining guests? Huh.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about before one makes a plan. What is the...
Don't know.
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the...
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be...
So, what should we...
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryo Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said...
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryo Commission. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle! You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters.
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh! Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside!
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you...
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. They're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji Yae, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the shogun ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan. I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the shogun. At every level, he reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, she will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting, but Miko, you mentioned evidence of the
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her. As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god.
Okay, but what are we gonna do?
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before. Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep... is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Wow, a ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation anyway, what's the Shiumatsuban?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. Alright, for a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryo Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the 3 commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of... Now you're The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friend. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here.
Toma, you there? It's us. We're back.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for one...
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's
what do you...
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm everything.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's...
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game.
You're still thinking of...
The Tenryo Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya. Yoimiya, we need an extra-large firework. The super-duper big kind.
Extra-large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped-up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse. And, try to avoid burning your clothes.
What?
Don't worry, it's just a firework.
We'll give it a try. Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
I could get used to this.
You! The warrant is for your arrest! Freeze!
Oh no! Run!
Yeah.
No time to lose.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught. What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
Came from over by the statue. Let's investigate.
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off! Oh, you and Mia, you are officially nuts! Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
I know exercise helps you grow. I feel so dizzy. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiaya was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiaya. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui and Ina.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiaya.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for me. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narok.
Delicious tea.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here—
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind.
You're quite mistaken. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Utter disregard for human life.
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are—
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun, too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, You aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to. This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep, let's catch up with her.
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady! This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the Traveler!
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with,
Master's orders. Halt!
No time to lose.
Halt!
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice. Impossible! Strike!
I must withdraw. I must. Battle formation! Get them!
Let it rain.
Let's spark things up a little.
Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt! No time to lose. Amateur.
Don't get frostbite.
Soldiers, quick! I must withdraw.
Storm the front!
I won't. Brace yourselves.
No one
escapes my sights.
I dare you!
Freeze!
Flash!
Don't hold back!
Dodge this!
Watch your step! Show me what you've got!
Don't be such a brute.
Who goes there? Soldiers, quick!
Quiver!
This moment will be frozen in time.
You're in for a little shock.
I must draw.
I dare you!
What's that?
Soldiers, quick! Allow me!
No
Strike
escape!
first! Show me what you've got!
Withdraw.
I've lost! Don't hold back! Battle formation! Get there!
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Watch your step!
Bitter end. No turning back.
I must attack.
Life is not eternal.
Cool it.
Allow me!
Surrender and be gentle.
You cannot match my bravery!
Let it rain!
I won't forget this!
That's cheating!
Don't get frostbite.
Who goes there? I dare you!
I knew I should have stayed home.
No time to lose. You're mine.
I'm quite impressed. You're getting on my nerves. Dodge this. Freeze. Don't push. I'm not done.
You cannot match my bravery!
I'll race you there!
Soldiers, quick! Watch your step!
I willingly yield.
Take
Bet you
this!
can't keep up with me!
Get them!
No one escapes my sights!
You cannot match my bravery! Soldiers, quick! I dare you this! Get them! Train harder.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
Master,
Go on, ask him! Don't let him intimidate you!
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters? You stole—
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryou Commission really betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it.
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed, and all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decrees upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to—
But you worship the Shogun. How—
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble! Paralyzed. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi!
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact, he seems—
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught— But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own—
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what— But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it is— So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing—
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat, a harbinger by the name of Signora.
Signora's the one behind all this? Not her again! Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya. Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now? You can say that again! Alright then, let's do—
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt!
No time to lose. No time to lose.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujusara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In their tiny little lives, Almighty Shogun. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. You stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne.
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to... I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part! A lesson on Harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.